From retro to next gen, we've got it all. I'm George, a Gen X grown-up, and this is Bit by Bit. All right, here's a bit of news from mynintendonews.com. Nightdive Studios is developing a new sci-fi game in Unreal Engine 5. This is a remake, and it looks like from the artwork, everybody is thinking that this is going to be System Shock 2, which is understandable because they did just recently release the System Shock 2 25th anniversary remaster. Everybody's loving on Steam. They've got a quote here basically that's talking about how this is a new position to work with a small team and develop this game. It's a contract position for now, but it could end up being potentially full-time employment based on how the project goes. So if you were ever at all interested in working for Nightdive Studios and you're a game developer, this might be your opportunity to get in with a really good company on something new and exciting that also has some nostalgic Gen X roots. Okay, here's an exciting bit of news from our friends over at TimeExtension.com. The guys who have started the new Commodore Corporation say that Amiga is in their plans. It's on their radar too. So we all know Commodore was recently bought by Christian Simpson, the guy who runs the Retro Recipes YouTube channel, and a group of other people who are all Commodore enthusiasts. And we know that the C64 Ultimate Edition is the first product that they're going to come up with here soon. It's an FPGA-powered recreation of the original 8-bit home computer, which is really exciting to me. I love FPGA-based architecture. It's going to be a lot of fun. So while that is on the radar, apparently Amiga is as well. I cannot wait. For those who don't know, John and I have been longtime Amiga 500 enthusiasts. We both had those back in the early 90s, played and programmed and did all kinds of fun stuff with those systems. They are brilliant. I cannot wait to see what these guys do with the Amiga brand. I'm hoping FPGA, full-blown Amiga 500, 1200, 1000, all kinds of support can be possible these days. Yes, we've had the Amiga 500 Mini, as the article talks about, but that doesn't feel like it's going to be anything compared to a full-blown Amiga FPGA system from this new company. God, if you can't tell, I'm super excited. I cannot wait. I'll have the link to this article down in the description below if you want to go read it for yourself. But whoo-hoo, oh boy, Amiga is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Amiga is coming. Okay, here's a little bit of hacking news from geekygadgets.com. You can now hack your Xbox 360 with software instead of a hardware hack like you normally would have to do. This comes to us all from the bad update exploit. Now, I know that this software update has been around for a little while, and I haven't played around with it myself because there were some drawbacks to it, most notably for me, the fact that it would take like a whole long time for the thing to just even boot up. I mean, like go get a snack type of time as opposed to, boot up and wait 30 seconds or so. But I did see a YouTube video recently, and that's why I wanted to put this article here in the Bit by Bit episode, and I'll have the link to it down in the description below, because there's been an update to this hack, and now the software hack is much faster, and essentially you just need a USB flash drive in this hack, and this thing gives you a whole bunch of details, how to go about putting it together and putting it on your Xbox 360. So this is a really good article. It tells you about the future of the bad update exploit and what to expect. But yeah, if you have an Xbox 360 that's just kind of laying around and you don't have anything you want to do with it, you can use this hack to allow your Xbox 360 to be more expandable. You can do homebrew games on it now. It's got a cool interface, of course, that we know from a little while back. They did a whole update and everything. Anyway, if you want to head over to geekygadgets.com, just check out the link down in the description of this video, and you'll be able to find all about this Xbox 360 hack. It looks really awesome. Okay, here's a what the hell bit from retrododo.com. Somebody has put together a Windows 98 handheld with original hardware. Here's an image of this device. I'm thrown. This is crazy and awesome and cool all at the same time. Look at this stuff up here. There's a roller bar mouse down here. Here's your power switch. You got a brightness knob over here, a volume knob over here, a full keyboard. I don't know the triangle O and X. I'm not really sure what's going on with those keys. There's little squares as PlayStation keys. I don't know. Directionals. We've got an escape and end. But this thing is very cool. Apparently, I was reading down here, yeah, it's got Intel Pentium and AMD 5 x86 processors. It can do either one, and you can see some images of the original motherboards to work with here. I also saw, yeah, there's space for floppy disks and a VGA port. Onboard graphics processors. Holy hell, look at this. They're playing games on this thing. This is awesome. There's a YouTube video right here that you can click this little link and watch. I'm definitely going to go spend some time with this. I'll have a link to this article down in the description below. But man, I mean, okay, yes, I get it. Windows 98, it's not all that great. But to me, it is. That's a very nostalgic time for me. I used to love my Windows 95 and 98 PCs that I had back in the day, and I had a lot of fun playing games on them. I'm kind of looking forward to sticking a floppy drive in a handheld device and just seeing what happens. Here's a top 10 bit from GeekVibesNation.com, and this time they want to tell us what their opinion is of the most difficult arcade games in history. Okay, let's scroll this with a bit of trepidation. Let's see what we got. Well, we got a picture of that. Okay, picture is Axon, but number 10 is Robotron. It looks like they're not putting in pictures in between. All right, that's fine. Robotron 2084. All right, they got a nice little description of it. Number 10, yeah, I can see that on the list. Defender absolutely should be on the list. That's an incredibly difficult game. Zaxxon, I know that's in the picture. I don't think that needs to be better or more difficult, rather, than Robotron or Defender especially. I think Defender is far more difficult for me than Zaxxon is. Storm, I don't know. Do a little bit of research on that. Looks like they were trying to replicate the success of Pac-Man and Space Invaders. Joystick controller, vector graphics. Okay, psychedelic experience. All right, that sounds like it might be fun. I might have to check that out. Okay, Mortal Kombat 3, tough. Missile Command this far down the list. I don't have that big of a problem with Missile Command. That's a pretty fun game for me to play. I don't find it difficult. Stargate, Defender 2. Okay, yeah, put that right up in there with Defender. Ghost and Goblins, absolutely. This game just kills you left, right, and center all the time. Gravatar, their number 1 is Sinister. Yeah, that's a pretty solid list. Usually I like to get more mad about these lists, but there's only a couple of like positional things that I can argue here, and the list itself is pretty solid, so the article's probably worth the read. I'll have the link down in the description as always, and you can go check it out for yourself. That's going to do it for the news making headlines in the gaming world right now. I am George, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep on bringing you the news bit by bit.